Right then, how's it going YouTube? So, before I do a video, I thought I'd do something different from what I normally do. I'll see how it goes. I might do a couple of more videos. So this is PGA Tour 2K23 when I'm on a career mode. Do multiplayer. So I was starting off on YouTube, was doing all sorts of games. Blimey, that was 2016. So yeah, so to PGA Tour 2K23 is a bit like, any guys remember Tiger Woods pre-PGA Tour many years ago on the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1, 2 and 3. PlayStation 1, 2 and 3, they were really good games. Then they changed it. I think done it the Rory McIlroy.
Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational here on 2K Sports.
Don't look like me in real life.
Back out to the third
It's too
hole.
skinny.
Let's get into it.
I think these are, some of them are real golf courses, but others aren't real.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites.
Not too bad.
It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
On the green.
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Pretty straightforward four-footer coming up here. Looking at the leaderboard now, and this player is currently tied in first with Cameron Chan. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Guys, look, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the
some people didn't know this, but on my first ever full-time job, I worked on the golf course.
It's a brave one.
I was
Driver off the deck.
a greenskeeper.
And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one will run uphill. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Just one off the lead after that hole. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front nine, measuring just under 400 yards, Rich. Placement off the tee, critical.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Ooh, too hard.
Well, the putt is going to be coming out of the bag, but it's still going to be a long way from the hole. Ooh, just missed that one. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Cameron Champ is currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Rich, Cam Champ made an immediate impact on tour, not just with his prolific play, but of course because of his diversity. A wonderful story, and it's great to have a player like Cam out on tour, given the current climate.
I love the fact that Cam Champ went out and won early in his career to afford him the ability to realize that he belongs on the PGA Tour. I think that the early win got everybody juices flowing, thinking this kid is going to rule the world as far as he hits it. But I don't think he was truly comfortable being out on the PGA Tour. But by virtue of that win, he's been able to stay out there for the last few years, rack up a couple more wins, mind you, but really kind of get a sense of what the PGA Tour is really like. The travel, how everything works on a week-to-week basis, and be comfortable sitting there hitting golf balls on the driving range with the best in the world. There's no reason why this guy can't be top 10 in the world. He's that good. He's that talented. He just needs to believe in himself just a little bit more. And when he does, whoo, watch out, world. Here comes the champion.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one can take a little bounce to the left. Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in 3-putt territory. It's so far away.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
A bit too much pace on that one. And this one is for his par. That was a gallant attempt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drain.
Not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Brooke Henderson. This rivalry could get interesting here.
And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Nice roll. Bit more.
Well, that was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Ouch, that hurts. No, that's too bad. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
It's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. Playing their fourth shot. 4 strokes off the lead. How close was that to going down? And this one is for bogey. Ooh. And this one will be for double bogey. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, that shot took some serious skill. Anytime you can make these putts, they'll certainly add up at the end of the day. Right on 8 feet.
Nice little par putt here.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, well, that was like a laser straight at it. Getting ready to play their third. Yes, they've made it. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Ooh, that almost went down. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. This one's looking good. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. He finds himself in a share of 15th position. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, his dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
This one's tracking. And there's the putt drops. 2 over, heading down the stretch. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's club and lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Well, that's beautifully judged. And now over to Henderson's next shot.
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
And back to the course with the live action. Well, this would be a good putt to make. You'd move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, just missed. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And it's that man Chad by name and by nature. Cameron finds himself on top of the leaderboard. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Second shot here on the 17th. And he's down there. You got to read.
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Okay, steady now. A bogey putt awaits. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Right, bad birdie this one.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Well played. Plenty of daunting approach shots on this golf course, Rich, but this one at the last is as tough as it gets.
It is, Luke. When the pin is up front, there's just not a lot of room for these players to work with, both left or right. When the pin is in the back part of the green, you do have a little bit more room, but you have to favor long and left. We've seen too many golf balls come up short in the penalty area too many times over the years.
You'll shoot 73 here if you can hold this. Ooh, right by the hole. Opportunity to make their par. And with that, that closes out the event for this player. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, so we won that one. Next up is the TPC Sawgrass. Backing them set me cheap. Sorry about it, you cheap.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henning Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Yeah, of
Hi
course,
Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Looks like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. Lining up now this shot from the fairway bunker. Well, safer on the surface. Maybe it's time to hold on. Long-range ball. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Tracking. Oh, so close. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of the screen, well, I'll tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Currently at +1 for the day. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them.
Like I say, tomorrow,
however, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
A chance to get amongst the action of the top 20. This putt drops.
We'll be doing a
Was on a good line.
live stream till Friday.
An opportunity to make a putt.
Because after tomorrow, I'm back at work.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Left yourself an opportunity. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
They've got this putt to tie Lydia Ko.
That's a shame. Comes up shy.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Lining up the birdie putt here. That will work. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
And this putt coming up for his par. That gets the job done. He's currently tied for 9th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass's Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
And from the bunker here. He's putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Gotta say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
Let's return to live play now. And this putt to move them into a tie for 2nd.
This one's tracking.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards to the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short 2nd shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your 2nd shot is the correct distance.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Wow. Huh. Right at it from out of the bunker. Solid par putt, that. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the 2nd shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the 2nd shot on this hole.
And this putt for a share of the lead. This is a good chance. Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Putting for birdie.
Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, that was close.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. That was a gallant attempt. This one for bogey. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Oh, almost went in.
Just a fantastic shot. Guaranteed birdie hitting it that close.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
This putt is for a share of second. Just go ahead and tap that one in. And that putt will drop. Well done.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Currently 1 under for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Oh, well done. There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with a final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Just didn't drop. This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. He finds himself currently tied for 5th. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 2 shots behind. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Choosing the pitching wedge here. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. After a quick glance at the leaderboard, they're sitting in second place behind Gary Woodland.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Wonderfully played. Well, if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test, the second shot at 18, water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level, give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie, but par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Well, Henny, I feel like we're sitting here with eggs on our faces. We didn't think anyone could knock out Lydia Ko. But what about that performance? No win in the event, but that doesn't really matter when you beat someone of Lydia's stature.
Luke, I hate being wrong, so this is a tough pill for me to swallow. But this player challenged Lydia Ko and beat her. This result is going to give them some inspiration towards their huge, big career aspirations. And best of luck to them. I'll never doubt them again.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. And on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
So next one is Valspar Championship Cophead course and is in Innisbrook. Whether Innisbrook is.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat John Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if John Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, John Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Currently 1 under for the event. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course. It's Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
This one heading into the sand. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. His putt to save his par. Oh, just missed. And this one will be for bogey. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
That's frustrating. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Nicely done. This shot coming from around the 150-yard mark. And should find the surface. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
He's currently tied for third.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Let's go to John Rahm.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And back to the play, shall we? A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
That should find the cut stuff.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner, but the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely. Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
19 feet to the cup.
Starting to look really good.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Can make this one. It's for par. Currently 1 under for the round. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. He's in a share of 3rd place. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill, and once again with the pin position over on the right hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. That is one of the best shots you will see.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Okay, let's head to the next. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. You leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
John Rahm getting ready for his next shot. Okay, time to return to the action. Well, this one's right at the pin. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
He's currently just in 2nd place. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
This one's bunker bound. getting ready to play their third. And only one off the pace here. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole.
Nicely done.
Time for the second shot at the 12th. Ooh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this.
John Rahm, watch that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. A birdie putt awaits. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now leading by 1 shot. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Going with the 7. Oh, caught up in some branches. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Come on, get down. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Steps up to a punt of about 15 feet in distance. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And after that hole, this player is currently tied in first alongside Cameron Champ. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Chip in right on the fairway. Go on.
We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright lead.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
That tee shot looks pretty good. Sitting at -4, currently in the lead. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Well, that'll affect the momentum. Putting for par. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And that makes him tied for first. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Going with the 5-wood. A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie.
Yep, tracking well.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that will take him to 5 under. Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary? Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
Right, so we've got
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. That was special.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. It's all come down to this. And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just, this player was just amazing all week long.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, wow, weeks now.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Right, so we've got a Mario Bros. Tier up. We've got Tiger Woods. So next one is the Valero Texas Open TCP San Antonio. TPC, that's it. Right, so this is the last round of golf. Or I might do another one, I don't know, depends how long this is going to be.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey Luke, so great to be here with you and Rich. Looking forward to following this group down on the course today, because this player has developed a rivalry with none other than Tiger Woods. They certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
Oh, I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
Come on, don't be shy.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt, as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Currently 2 under for the event. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Attaboy, good shot. From around 180 yards out. Currently a shot off the lead. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Wow, what a shot. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
That's inside the range. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's a good putt to make, that one. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
That's a good-looking shot there. Around 110 yards to go. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Well done. Just one off the lead after that hole. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you see.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now with the honour on a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. That was wonderfully done. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here, but TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 4 under. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And now that finds him in first place.
So still 5 under par.
Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently leading. Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
12 holes in.
13's a long par for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but he's playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. The 3 here, well, you done good.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run. This is, oh yeah.
Oh, what a shame it didn't drop. But that looked good the whole way. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
2 wins so far this season. Interesting choice of the driver here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Eight feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
Looks good off the blade. And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 7 under. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Just a fraction too long to me. Oh. Well, at least they'll get some style points for that one. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Such soft hands.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Going with the 7. Wow, what a shot.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we? And back to the play, shall we? Your 9-foot chance here. Hey, that's a chance. Oh, so close. A par putt awaits. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th is a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Good shot there, Beamer. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action. Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in top spot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. They're nicely holed. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
That's not the one he wanted. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Where was that going? That always looked wet, didn't it? This is their 5th shot. Ooh, what a time to chip one in here. Do so, and you'll win the tournament. Well, that was a Texas-sized performance by our champion. They've now added the Valero Texas Open to their list of wins.
After this victory, Luke, I'm pretty sure this player's going to have a little bigger hitch in his giddy-up.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
this one. Green golf course. So it can be
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Big putt for par coming up. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place.